Alright, hello and welcome to part 4 of my Call of Cthulhu playthrough. I'm really enjoying the game so far, and let's jump back into this. Any keen-eyed viewers notice that the other save slot is a bit ahead. I did play about 2 hours last night just so I have an idea of where this game is going, what I should do, and how to do it the best way possible. And the plot is taking some pretty big turns. So, in the last video we checked out the bar and the whale carcass that you could find just in the middle of the dock. And so this one we'll go over and we'll talk to our old Captain Fitzroy, and then we'll probably head over to see what the cop has to say. The game's pretty good. I do have a few things I want to point out to you, just so you viewers can be privy to some information. Alrighty, and it looks like we're just about finished uploading or loading the game. So let's get back into it. Just want to say that there is going to be a little bit of a replay, just the way that the game saves. I can't save the game. It only happens through checkpoints, so we're going to go ahead and just go over what we know. So over here, we have the Mental Institute. We already went over them. They will be coming back in the game a little bit. Here we have the old story, The Miraculous Catch. Go ahead, pause if you want to read it, although if you watched part 3, you should have really known what happened. Here we have this guy named Algernon Drake. Go ahead, I want you to remember that name, maybe his initials, because it will be coming back. But he seems to be really reading into the mythos. Okay, so here we have these singing sailors again. Yeah, let's just skip through this dialogue, and they tell us about the end of whaling. We've already been over this. Again, it's just they overfished and they got rid of them. And then we have the end of whaling. And again, just really the miraculous catch. It was quite miraculous, excuse me. And there was maybe something a little bit strange about that catch, because the whale was grotesquely large, as the newspaper put it. Here we have this lady, and I have tried all of these dialogue options now, and quite frankly, they all have the same ending.
Let me drink, stranger.
Yeah, so we've gone over everyone here. I'll go ahead and show you guys what the barkeep says about the miraculous catch.
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folk.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that around here. It's more than folk. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. Biggest whale ever caught. They saved dock water from famine.
Sounds like people were really quite desperate about what was going on in Darkwater with the famine. So let's head out and really quick take a look at this.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And
So here we have Captain Fitzroy. We know who he is. It's the guy who took us here. He has a $12 debt. Charles Hawkins has a $68 debt. S. Winchester, who we'll see as the caretaker of what remains of the Hawkins mansion, has $9. And Andrews, who's I really can't figure out who that is. I don't know who it is yet. Has a smaller $6 debt. Of course, this is 1920s times, so or 1930s. So a debt like this matters quite a bit more. Here we have something. Just go talk to these guys really quick, see what they have to say. So I think we just got a little. So it seems like we got some fishermen arguing with the bootleggers over there. We've already talked to these cops over here, so let's go over and talk to good old Captain Fitzroy about the Hawkins estate.
broke. place seems half abandoned.
So yeah, here we have the broken bell and a
I
little
wonder what
note.
Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this funeral.
Yeah, so go ahead and pause if you want to read it. I've already read it. Though it just really looks like they're having some trouble with the bootleggers. So there seems to be two factions in the town. We have the fishermen, led by Captain Fitzroy, and the bootleggers, led by Kat, who is the lady in the bar. Yeah, it'll become clear in a little bit. But as the lady in the bar, she's the one who's mean to us. Here we have Fitzroy. We'll talk to him in a sec. Let's just go over what else is here.
Priscilla. Finished off the beach could be interesting.
So yeah, this is the ship that carried out the miraculous catch. So you actually find what remains of the ship in the harbor, right over there, beached. That's Scylla right there. So, see what else is in here. We got this board over here, where they used to keep track of the catches.
Souvenir from the more prosperous. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 6 months.
So yeah, the miraculous catch happened in 1847, and that just signified the end of whaling for Darkwater and the beginning of hard times for the town. Here we have this book about medicine. Take a look at the character sheet, for those who are wondering. It's actually put a little couple points into psychology. Because I won't lie to you, we'll come back to benefits in a bit. Okay. Alrighty. Let's head upstairs. And take a look at this. Got a photo in here.
This man, Captain Fitzroy, 20.
Yeah, so that's Captain Fitzroy, or someone who looks a lot like him, but with a peg leg is the only issue. So we're like, what's the deal?
What a macabre souvenir.
So it's the peg leg, and we're like, well, really, how is this possible? You know, because the guy looks just like Fitzroy, doesn't have a peg leg though. So let's go talk to him, see what he has to say about that.
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Just take a quick gander at these.
Manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all.
Yeah, so here we have the manifest. Go pause if you want to read it. Basically, it's what was supposed to be on the ships and whatnot. However, the information mostly been blacked out, with the exception of a few dates. So, let's go over here and talk to the captain.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights of the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law, right?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help.
Okay. So,
Your manifest
Darkwater,
has been blacked out.
or manifests.
Totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Yeah. So, let's it's a little weird because the dates that we could see were after the end of whaling. So let's bring this up.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom.
No, it was none of my business.
Yep. So just things aren't adding up. Last Warehouse 36.
Warehouse 36. You know where it is.
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jet. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Okay. So, talk about Darkwater a little bit.
The
Miraculous Catch.
miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors' return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on the wall of the stranded wave.
Okay. Asked about the kill. So, really, just everyone loves this catch. Quite the miracle. Saved the
I'm just
skin.
back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Yeah. So it's why is it there? That's what could have killed
Killer
it.
whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Okay. So it looks like the cops trying to put the whale back into the sea, and every got people like Fitzroy and the cops are just like they want out of here. Other sailors not so keen on that.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the door.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father.
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that. She terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Alrighty. So that's just about it.
Come back and see me when you've got something with you.
Cat really seems to be putting a damper on the island cat. I think I've already said it, but it's the lady in the bar who was kind of rude to us. So again, in case you didn't notice, I realized what he was talking about. The warehouse we want to go is the one right in the middle of the screen. So we got the far fog lantern on the further away from us on the left, in front of the water tower type thing. To the right of that smaller warehouse is our goal. However, we'll see in a second here, getting to it will not be as simple as it seems. Let's go into the bar and have a little chat, see if anything has changed. We got a little bit of a change. Those two guys have come. Talk to Cat. Let's just kind of linger, see what they're saying.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon that post. Oh, to send them a no code message.
Okay. So just seems like we've had a little bit of an issue between the two factions, the sailors and the bootleggers, and there was a tiff, a little bit of a fight. And here you look at that, and those guys are gone. So I wanted to ask where the fight was. Let's go back over here. So the whale has been pulled down enough, giving us a little bit of room to pass. Let's see if the cop has anything to say to us.
That the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not
Be right back. Alright, guys, sorry about the cut. I have to edit a little bit of part out. We got a bit of an interruption, but we're back. Let's go over talk to the cops, he has to say.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not
Okay,
seeing it.
so he seems really to not want us to go in that warehouse. You have the killer whale right there, still trying to be dragged back into the water. But yeah, the warehouse is right there. Yeah, no one really wants to tell us about it. Let's talk to this guy, see what he has to say. Sorry, the warehouse is right here, not right there.
Where do you think you're going?
So we want to get in the warehouse. Let's see what are the police doing here.
I thought that the Hawkins place had been closed. That's true. So what are you doing on guard here? Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Yeah, he was asking the questions because he's, I mean, he's in the right. We are just basically a tourist.
Who are these fellows? So that he knows they're competitors. And why would I tell you?
Gotta see if we can get some eloquence in there.
You and I are on the same side of the line. Oh, yeah? You don't want to know the truth, for instance. Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
We failed that one. Let's see what we
More than
know about the Hawkins case.
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place. The whole mansion burned to the ground. Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous. What do you mean by that? The only one left there was old Silas. And the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable. Especially if a stranger starts poking around the property. Is he a danger? No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Okay, so looks like people that want us to go in the warehouse, they don't want us to investigate the mansion up there. Okay, let's go over here. I think we got another skill point if I'm not mistaken. We did not. Okay, so just want to check something really quick. Okay, so let's go back over here. Talk to these gangsters guarding this pathway. See what they have to say.
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
Let's ask them, you know, like if they work for Cat.
What? You listen through keyhole. She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not. Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much. You must be quite intimidating. She didn't make too many She redid the smile at the last one when we did it. I hope you had a good dentist. No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile. But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Alright, pay attention to that line. Only smiles with the left cheek. Got cut a new smile. Let's see who this belongs to.
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose? Everybody knows us on Dock Yard. I've just arrived. Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Okay, so it's lady in the bar, Cat. She owns this area. Owns in air quotes, really.
To the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be coming. No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off. I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse. No, we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Okay, so really seems like there's a bit of an issue. They do not want us to get in, but we gotta get in here. We gotta do it. Gotta do what you gotta do. Let's talk to these sailors. See what they gotta say.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
What are they talking about? Let's see what they're talking about.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's a
behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark waters?
Okay, so just find out about the island a little bit. Who is Saint Brendan?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
He wouldn't be looking down at us like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Till those assholes defaced him.
So I think that Saint Brendan is the statue behind him. Let's ask if this is where you live.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
So they just live in a broken up boat on a dock.
Isn't that a bit early for talk about?
We got nothing better to do anyway. Not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs.
So we drink.
Let's go back a little bit and ask about those guys behind him.
What have they done?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Okay, let's see if we can get them to get rid of the
I have
guards.
an offer that could prove interesting.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a bit.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Okay, so
Exactly.
if we give them a bottle of whiskey, maybe they'll get rid of the guards for us. But getting ready to end the video. But before we do, let's just go over, take a quick look over at the statue of Saint Brendan here and see what exactly was done to it. Can guarantee it wasn't us. But yeah, let's take a look. Not noticed that before. Look at that in the next part. Okay. So here you can see that they have just been putting some weird lettering on it.
St. Brendan,
Investigate.
patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. Looks like Phoenician. Or a very primitive runic script. I've never seen anything like it.
Okay, so I want to say that in my other playthrough of this game, like my one is like a little bit ahead, I was not as advanced in occultism, and I was unable to see that it was like Phoenician or Sanskrit. So just a little, what the difference is. Okay, so we investigated the statue. I'm gonna call it an episode here. Thank you for watching. In the next episode, we're gonna see about getting into Warehouse 36, whether that be with the guards, having the drunkards get rid of the guards, or maybe some other way. But yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, this has been Gold Guy Gaming. Peace.